Good morning. I am Sagar Dadvi, batch July 2021, and today I am going to explain queries in SQL. Before switching to the various query, let's shortly discuss about what is meant by query. We know that raw information is called data, and we can store data in file system as well as database system. Means for storing the data we have the two options. First one is file system and second one is database system. Again, database system are classified into the two type. First one is relational database system and second one is a non-relational database system. The issue regarding the file systems are data inconsistency, redundancy, very difficult to update data. So these difficulty are addressed in relational database system, and data in relational database system is stored in the form of table, and the column in table is called as attribute or field, and a row in the table is called a tuple or record. And SQL is used to retrieve the information from such a database system, and we will get desired output by firing the query on such a relational database system. So we have the five types of SQL query in SQL. SQL long form is structured query language. These five types are first one is DDL, data definition language. Second one is DML, data manipulation language. Third one is data control language. Fourth one is transaction control language, and fifth one is data query language, that is DQL. So let's discuss a query one by one. The first query that we have is write a query to display the name, that is first name and last name, using alias name, first name and last name from the employee table. So we can write down the query like select first name as in a double inverted comma, first name, then comma, last name as again double inverted comma, last name from the employee. After performing this query, we will get output like we get first name and last name of all the employee available in the employee table. Reason is very simple. Here we use data query language, that is DQL, and in DQL we know that a select statement play the important role. Again here we can restrict our selection by using the various operator that are available in the DQL, that is data query language, by using the where clause. In SQL there are 9 types of operator that we will discussing shortly. The first one less than, second one greater than, third one less than equal to, fourth one greater than equal to, fifth one not equal to, sixth one is equal to, seventh is in, eight is between, and the ninth one is like. So by using these 9 operator, we can restrict the number of row by using the select statement. Okay, so this is all about the first query. The second query that we have is write a query to get unique department ID from employee table. So we know that in employee table there are various employee having the employee ID, and in that many employee having the duplicate or department ID having the many employee, means for a employee may have the duplicate employee ID. So in SQL we have one special type of we can call a reserve keyword, a distinct. By applying the distinct keyword we will get distinct value in the column. So here we can write down a query as select distinct department ID from employee table, and in employee table the every employee having some department ID which is maybe duplicate, and by using the distinct keyword we will get unique department ID from the employee table. Again, the next query that we have is write a query to get the details of all the employee according to the first name in the descending order. Okay, so whenever we are going to use the select statement, then we have the choice to arrange whatever the data available in the ascending order or descending order. Let's discuss how we can arrange the data in ascending or descending order. We have the special keyword ordered by. When we use ordered by keyword, then we will get the sorted form of data which display on the console. By default the data is in ascending order, but we can arrange the given data in descending order. So here we can write down the query like select star from employee ordered by first name in descending order. So by performing this query we will get information of all the employee in descending order according to their first name. Again, the next query we have write a query to get the maximum and minimum salary from the employee table. We have max and min function available in the SQL. So by using the max and min function we can easily get who get the maximum salary and who get the minimum salary by using a function like select star from employee where salary is equal to select max salary from the employee. So this question we can solve by using the subquery and by using the other solution also. Okay, the next query that we have, write a query to get the number of employee working with the company. So such a kind of question we can solve by using the grouping statement. The next query that we have, write a query to get a number of designation available in the employee table. Such a query we can solve by using the distinct operator or distinct keyword that is available with the company. Here I would like to highlight one of the important point in SQL, that is aggregate function and use of the aggregate function in a grouping statement. Suppose we know that in employee table each employee having the employee ID, and employee ID may be repeated in its column. So we can group the employee according to the employee ID, and we can use such a group with the help of aggregate function. So we have the various aggregate function like max, average, sum. So with the help of aggregate function and grouping we can sort it out the data very easily. Again we have the restricting or sorting data that is available with the SQL database. Means we can restrict the database means selection statement by using the where clause, and we can sort the given data. Again we have the next query where they have given equation like 171 into 214 plus 625. So we can directly write down select 171 into 214 plus 625, then we will get result, because this equation solved by the MySQL by using the simple BODMAS rule, where 171 get multiplied with 214 and then 625 will get added, and we will get the result on the console. Okay, so these are the basic types of query that we will perform by using the SQL. So the next types of query is restricting and sorting data, where in first query we have the condition display the all employee whose salary not in the range of $10,000 to $15,000. So we will we can write a query like select first name, last name and salary, where salary not in $10,000 to $15,000. So in this way we have the various types of query we will solve in a very simple way. That's it's for today. We will meet in soon. Thank you.